Hey, yo, we got Aquamarine, How I Met Your How I Met Your Mother. I am tired. Are You My Mother parody t-shirts on Teespring right now. Some of you did not like the version of the little square that looks like a book in the middle of the t-shirt. So now we have two versions. You can get that version, but you can also get this version that is transparent and we have different colors and it comes with men's and women's t-shirts. So get that on Teespring. It's available till May 28th and the art was done by Kitsune Zakuro. Very talented. Go subscribe to her channel. Leave the link in the description below and we'll leave the links to the two t-shirts below. So go check out the things. That's it. Okay, thanks, bye. What is going on, guys? This is Michael Williams from Cartoon Universe, and I am joined, of course, once again, by Hailey, and today we want to discuss another piece of Wanted / the last episode, and that is regarding Topaz and the possibility of her joining the Crystal Gems. We saw that she was willing to help Lars and Steven, however, she did end up giving in to fear of the diamonds being shattered and all that whatnot, so it seems like she has a lot of conflicting emotions that she's probably been dealing with for quite some time, so we wanted to just kind of talk about the possibility of her actually turning to the quote-unquote good side for good, or will she waver, will she stay with Homeworld? So what do you think, Hailey?
I feel like out of all the current gems that are not, already with the crystal gems, she has the probably best, likelihood of joining them from what we've seen of her character, besides the Amethyst, of course, but they're pretty much like honorary crystal gems at this point, yeah. I'd say. Yeah. And that's pretty cool. Like, at first I was like, okay, no, there's no way. She just seems like emotionless and stuff. But after Stuck Together, it's like, she's changed totally, and I think there is a very good chance of her becoming a crystal gem if they see her again, of course.
Yeah, and the thing I like to bring up is that a lot of gems have been in the realm of getting redeemed, and people kind of want every gem to get a redemption arc, like, oh, blue diamond redemption arc, yellow diamond redemption arc, all these redemption arcs for every character. So I think it would actually be kind of interesting if she didn't, because she might be sort of a red herring where she seems like she would be down to join the Crystal Gems and join the rebellion, but she might be so scared that she won't, even though deep down she kind of wants to. I think it would actually be pretty interesting if she was so afraid of the diamonds being shattered or whatever, or being separated even, and that would kind of cause her to not want to join the Crystal Gems, and whenever that would even be. Maybe it's on Steven and Lars' escape at the end of this arc, or sometime after the end of this arc, and otherwise I'm not sure where else that would really be, other than some type of final battle where the Crystal Gems gather all the gems they know that can help, like the Amethyst, and they uncorrupt all the bubble gems and stuff like that. I could see that happening. Another interesting thing that I think could potentially be a possibility is that the two Topazes kind of conflict a little bit. So maybe one Topaz wants to join the Crystal Gems and another Topaz is too afraid to. So I think that could make for an interesting dynamic.
That'd be really interesting. I kind of don't want it to be a red herring at all, because she just seems like a wonderful gem, or a fusion, I guess, right now. And what we saw of her was that Steven kind of gave her a voice, so she didn't talk at all until Steven, got through kind of to her emotionally, even though he wasn't trying to. So he just keeps getting gems on his side, even this time it was unintentional. And what's sad is that it almost seems like, we haven't seen any more of her, but what if she never speaks again until she is free from Homeworld? Because Aquamarine was just like, let's not talk about this until later. But what if she never talks again? And that'd be really sad. But I think something I thought would, maybe when she meets another fusion, like Garnet, she'll be, on the Crystal Gem, she would be allowed to be a fusion, even though, it's accepted to be a Topaz fusion.
Yeah.
On Homeworld.
Herself.
Yeah, she could be herself. No one would be between her. That's what she's said she hates. So even though I'm sure she would be really scared from what she's seen, obviously she's intimidated by Aquamarine and definitely the diamonds. I think over time, if she can see that there's another way, another side, as she kind of did with Steven, she could probably change her mind and get the courage to join them, I think.
Yeah, that's a good point. I feel like with Topaz, they're really kind of bringing a lot of not on the nose, but like symbolism. Steven gave her a voice, literally gave her a voice. She started actually talking, and she said people keep coming in between us, but no, literally people keep coming in between them. So I think that's definitely an interesting point. If she does see someone like Garnet, she could realize she could truly be herself. But I do think it would be very interesting to see the two Topazes fight each other in a way, and maybe they even split, and it causes this whole friction between the two. Like, that would be pretty interesting. But I don't know if we have time for all this development for new characters. There's going to be so many characters. But this also raises the question, given how Topaz reacted and how much she hates doing what she's doing and how much she hates how Homeworld is treating her, raises the question how many secret, low-key crystal gems there are on the down low in Homeworld. Because Rose was able to start a rebellion and have a whole army of crystal gems who wanted to go against Homeworld and their tyranny. So that begs the question, if there's just the same amount that there are now, are the diamonds kind of brainwashing this new era gems so they don't ever think to ever betray Homeworld in any way, and they think that Homeworld, you know, they're the good guys or whatever. But clearly some gems do not feel at home, they do not feel welcome. So there's a pretty good possibility that there's some undercover crystal gems, and we've actually seen this in the description for Off Colors. They said that Steven will get help by some new allies, so maybe there's other gems that kind of feel like how Topaz does, but I feel like Topaz could be, it might be too easy for Topaz to just turn over a new leaf, but we'll have to wait and see. But I do think we might see some undercover crystal gems, or at least people who resonate with the crystal gems movement, even if they're not official crystal gems.
Yeah, and like I said, Steven did this to Topaz without even trying. This was totally intentional. So imagine what he could do if he was actually trying to get a bunch of gems on his side. Like, he could, I don't know, because Rose was able to do it. It seems like Steven's almost kind of doing that same thing, even if he's not doing it on purpose yet. But I feel like if he tried a lot more, he could definitely get a real big army of, and they could be the, you know, he could get Homeworld's own forces against them.
Yeah, and that'd be pretty interesting. This could have been some type of like foreshadowing, or from a writing standpoint, letting us know how Steven works and how Steven is able to get people to his side, because even Aquamarine kind of mentions that. And we could see on the trial, Steven could accidentally get people on his side if there's a whole courtroom full of gems, Homeworld gems. He may be able to convince some of them, and he may even be able to convince White Diamond or something like that. That would be pretty interesting, just by being himself and being honest.
My gosh. That'd be funny, yeah. Like, he just turns the whole thing against the diamonds, or even the diamonds turn against themselves. That'd be pretty intense.
Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy. And that goes back to the green diamond theory. Go check that video out. But that would be interesting, especially if it would be kind of bittersweet, especially if Steven is trying to pretend to be Rose Quartz to end it, and then he's like not convincing people. So he's convincing people of the other side that he is actually innocent completely by accident, just by being Steven. That's kind of off topic to Topaz, but I think it all kind of correlates together and it's all related. But I think that pretty much covers it. Do you have any final thoughts, Hailey?
No, I really hope I would, out of all the current gems we have, like Holly Blue or even Aquamarine, I would probably want Topaz to join the crystal gems out of the most.
Yeah, she makes the most sense for sure out of those three, definitely. But and Topaz seems to be a favorite, especially after her little monologue at the end of Stuck Together. But we'll just have to wait and see. Episode airs in exactly 1 week from the time of recording. By the time this airs, it'll be 6 days. But yeah, we're super excited. Still have a lot of stuff to talk about regarding Steven Universe. But let us know what you think. Do you think Topaz will be redeemed? Do you think it's a red herring? Do you think there is a possibility that Topaz could be fighting Topaz at some point over which side is right or which side they should stay in for their own safety? Let us know what you think in the comments down below. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe for more Steven Universe things and hit that little notification bell next to the subscribe button so you can be alerted when we talk about the new Steven Universe stuff that's coming up for quite a while now, and especially the Wanted hour-long special. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a like. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.